Hey there guys, Reckoning here, and welcome back to Let's Play Devil May Cry. In the last episode we took down... I believe we did actually 2 missions in the last episode, 18 and 19. And as you can see from the title of this video, we're going to be doing that exact same thing. 2 missions. So as you can see, we're in mission 20, and we're basically in the underworld. And we have some frosts. Fantastic. But, I mean, we're using a fire-based weapon, so you can assume that it's going to do really good against ice enemies. But still, it's comboing, and I'm getting an absolute, and that has to mean something. Not too bad with Ifrit. That's what I pull from that. It's probably a good idea to buy a Vital Star. And now I buy Air Raid. Now that it's possibly too late to go get that orb fragment. So yeah, now I've got that ability. Which is admittedly not a bad ability, but cutscene. Wonder what this can mean.
Dante, help me!
Trish!
Oh, Admiral Akbar, if you were to see this now. Gee, I wonder what that is. Other than a trap.
Trish, stay back!
So, once again, we get to fight Nightmare. But this is the final battle against Nightmare. So this is for all the poker chips. Still using Ice Beam. That's good. I'll just use Fire Punch over and over and over again. I don't want to check for that spear attack. Just keep using Fire Punch. Just keep using Fire Punch. Just keep using Fire Punch. That's all you really have to do. Then, of course, you gotta turn the lights back on. Because why wouldn't you? Not exactly sure what those rainbow pools on the ground do. I haven't noticed that they do anything specific. Nor do I really care to do research on what they actually do. I'm sure somebody down in the comments would know. And I'm not doing too well this first round against Nightmare. Example, I died. Gotta use another orb. I'm running very low on those. Skip the frost and go straight into the boss fight again.
Whoa.
And I do skip the cutscene good. Then I decide to use Sparta, because Sparta is a stronger weapon, even though I've been putting everything into Ifrit. Probably intended that you use Sparta here. I mean, it could be that Sparta actually has increased attack power while in the underworld. That's totally possible. But as you can see, we're doing much more damage. To the point where I actually got an S rank relatively quick. So it is totally possible that Sparta is OP while in the underworld. That is completely possible. Because we are wrecking Nightmare with it. If wrecking is the proper term that you want to use, that is. And then I get hit with Ice Beam, of course. Steal my Devil Trigger. But it doesn't really matter anyway, as you cannot use Devil Trigger with Sparta. In case you hadn't noticed that. Guess you don't really need it. It kind of makes sense. Why would you need to use... Oh, what? Admiral Akbar was right.
You fool! You're so easy.
Trish, you?
Humans. What sweets. You should know better than to trust a stranger. Your presence has become a hindrance to my master's bloody scheme. Now die!
So now I assume what they're getting at here is obviously Trish is working with Moonbus, in case you couldn't figure that out already. But Dante's just now figured that out. And apparently for this last phase of the last battle with Nightmare, you now have to deal with Nightmare shooting everything except the kitchen sink at you, and now Trish is going to be shooting lightning at you. However, I don't see this as a big deal, as she doesn't usually hit me with lightning. So, in my opinion, you don't have to worry about it. So whenever I'm doing this battle, I'm not gonna get killed here, but her lightning poses no issue. It poses no threat. But he's got more of a health bar for some reason. And now I decide to go classic. Let's play with fire. Start smashing this orb with the true power of fire. As Nightmare tries to combo. Okay, so I kinda cheated on that. If I'd been using Sparta, that would have been a lot easier. I get that. But I had to use fire. And the Nightmare is over. As it dissipates.
Dante! Dante, why did you save my life?
Because you look like my mother. Now get out of my sight. The next time we meet, it won't be like this.
Dante!
Don't come any closer, you devil! You may look like my mother, but you're nowhere close to her. You have no soul. You have the face, but you'll never have her fire!
And so do I. So while I couldn't hear that scene at all, I do remember that it's a good... So yeah. That is a pretty good scene. But there is a better one that I believe comes up in the next episode. But I can't go spoiling that. Though I'm pretty sure somebody who's going to watch this knows what scene I'm talking about. But since we're only at the 10.5 minute mark, might as well do another mission, so let's do mission 21. And I can't afford any skills. So, get another vital star. And I guess that's it. Pulsate the heart and open the last gate. Alright. Of course, that door is closed for whatever reason. There's another holy water because, well, needed one after we spent the last one. So this I recall being a actual level where you have to go in multiple different places just to get that one giant door open. Because it's being protected by a whole bunch of hands. So we need to find some way to dissipate all those hands. At least that opens that door. So, it's a start. Gotta use that fire kick. And that rolling blaze I got. I think the biggest combat application that Rolling Blaze has really is the third fight against Nello. Or Virgil, technically. As when he throws the swords out, you can, you know, jump through them and break them. Now here, we got like rainbow, I guess tentacles you could call them. Why they're rainbow colored, I have no idea. But yeah, they, as you saw, do drain health. That's easier to hit them with Alistair, so that's why I use that. And here's a nobody. Attack it keeps hitting me with, I believe, is where it leaves an eyeball on the ground, and then I keep running into it because I'm an idiot. And then it starts sounding like Devil Trigger, and I'm like, oh, hell no. So I use what I've got left, and, you know, beat it up. But it's doing a lot of damage to me. And that is a kill move. There goes my last orb. That's why I kept saving so frequently in the past few episodes. Because I'm running so low on orbs. So back to Alistair, just to get through the rainbow tentacles. I don't think the guns actually work on them. So, gotta use Alistair for the best results. And then back to Ifrit so we can threaten nobody. For whatever reason, I always have my moments when I'm playing games like this. Moments where I'm really good and I can get all the combos, just get S ranks really easily, and times where I just forget every combo in the game. I believe this is one of those forget every combo in the game moments. It's the times where I end up spamming the same attack over and over again. Just because, why the hell not? Or you'll see me use a lot of Kick 13, or a lot of the Fire Uppercut. But at least my level of repetitiveness is not as heavy here as it would be in C2. Whereas I'll end up using the same combo to fight literally everything. Because the moves are so quote-unquote limited. Yeah. I bring up a good point there, unknowingly. If you have Rolling Blaze, you can get through those Rainbow Tentacles relatively easily. So that's always a good thing to keep in mind. Or you could just use Alistar. Or Sparta, actually, now that I think about it. But with the whole fascination with fire that we tend to have, you know, it has to be Ifrit. Has to be. More fire the better. So, Rolling Blaze, good. Alright. And I believe this is a plasma. Yes, this is a plasma room. I guess I'm going to show off how effective using Devil Trigger, Ebony, and Ivory is. The answer is it gets you good. Well, the answer is it is effective. And gets you a decent style ranking. So why wouldn't you do it? Well, because it uses up Devil Trigger that you could be using for something else, obviously. Then again, if you're going to be using Sparta a lot, then you can afford to do that. So we've seen this kind of thing before. Just beat the hell out of it, get as many orbs as you can. I assume if you're really good with your combos, then you'd be able to get a lot of orbs out of that. But you know me, I'm not good with combos. And if I get into some of the later DMC games, like 3 and 4, that kind of shows. Or it'll take me 5 minutes to destroy one of those because it has to be destroyed in a certain way. Alright, jump across there. This, I believe, activates the heart. It does exactly that. This will open the door. Glorious. Look at that animation. All these hands shattering off the door. Shards of phantom magic popping off of it. And now we go through the door, and mission complete. Decent clear time, decent orbs. C rank. Because I died. Right. So at this point, a save's pretty much mandatory, as I am completely out of yellow orbs. So if I die, I'd have to redo Living Cave again. And considering what the next mission is... yeah. So, next mission... Legendary Battle. I wonder what that could mean.